guys. This week, our topic is total surrender, nothing withheld. And we're going to dive into the story of Abraham and how God calls him to sacrifice his one and only son, Isaac. And in the end, God provides for him and says that he knows Abraham loved him because he did not withhold his one and only son from him. So as we get started this week, I want you to really kind of think of two pictures in your minds when it comes to your heart and surrender. The first is, does anybody remember that old game of trust fall? It's an old team building game where someone is standing up on a tall log and you have your team behind you holding out their arms, and your job is to trust them and to fall back into their arms. Well, that's not an easy thing to do, and it's not usually something that we like, because why? We're attempting to trust someone that we don't in fact trust yet, right? We're building a team atmosphere with people that we don't trust, and that's a hard thing to do. And I think sometimes that is the attitude of our heart when it comes to surrendering to the Lord. But I want you to think in your mind of a different picture, and this is the attitude of our heart that we want to go for this week. I want you to imagine that same pole, that same trust fall pole, you standing up on that pole as a little bitty girl, and the person underneath is your loving daddy. And I want you to imagine how you would freely jump into his arms, trusting him fully. Why? Because you know him, and because he is your good daddy. And I think this week, as we dive into scripture about what it means to totally surrender to God and withhold nothing, that is the attitude of our heart that he's looking for. A joyful surrender to him as our loving, faithful daddy. I hope you have a great week.